Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a list of downsides about living in South Australia. Definitely a first world problems. I know that this doesn't actually matter in the grand scheme of things, so please don't come for me. I'm just going to be talking about from a perspective of doing fragrance reviews and also just being obsessed with perfumes, what the downsides are of living in the South Australia area, and partially just Australia in general, because there are things that we can't get here that you can get in America, and I think sometimes in Europe as well. There is stuff that I will hear other people talking about, like other fragrance reviewers, and I'll be like, I would really love to try that, but we just can't get it here and it's really sad. And I don't want to go to America because the stuff that's going on there at the moment is scary, and I'm a very paranoid person. So there's also, I think there was a travel warning put out against Australians going to America at the moment because of all the political stuff that's going on and the issues, the downsides of living in South Australia. I'm going to start with the things that are specific to South Australia rather than the entirety of Australia. So the first one is that we don't have any Victoria's Secret stores here. Other than, I think there's one in the airport, but who is going shopping in the airport? That's so annoying. You would have to go through security, and that's my least favorite part about traveling is going through security, because they always pull me aside and think that I'm gonna be a bomb threat for some reason. It's just scary. I have never made a bomb, I've never planted a bomb, none of that stuff. I'm not trying to blow anyone up, I'm just trying to be like peaceful and stuff. So yeah, it's really annoying that we don't have a Victoria's Secret store that's accessible in the Adelaide area, and I want to go browse and find body mist and underwear, but especially body mist. Because online they only have limited things for limited times, and then like even the core line stuff sometimes gets taken off the website, especially from the pink section. It just disappears. Like they don't have warm and cozy on there right now, and I think Vanilla and Dreamy is a staple in the US online store, but it's not ever on the website in the Australian online store. So I don't know if they ever have it, or if they don't, or if they have it in store, because I never go in store because there isn't a store to go into. So that's my first thing, is I wish we had a Victoria's Secret store in Adelaide. That would be super nice. The next one is that we don't have any Bath and Body Works stores in Adelaide either. So I know that they have them in other places. They have them in Melbourne and Queensland, probably Sydney. They would definitely have it in Sydney. I'm not thinking straight, but definitely in that kind of like I guess if it's flipped, it's on this side. So if this is like the Perth side, this is like the side closest to America, and then I'm putting shadows on my face, whatever. But like they'll have it in like Melbourne, Sydney, Queensland, and then there's no stores over this side of the country. So there might be one in Perth, but like why give it to Perth and not Adelaide? I know that they had okay, I say that, but they probably didn't do well here, because I know that they did open a store in the Marion shopping centre and then it got shut down. So I don't know if they didn't do any sales really, or what the deal is with that, but I know that they had a store and then it closed. That sucks, but when it was open, I didn't know that it existed, and then as soon as I found out that it existed, it had already closed down. So I didn't get to go, and that's a huge bummer. So having no Bath and Body Works store sucks as well, because it's the same situation with Victoria's Secret. They only have a very limited amount of things on the Australian website, and then they'll have something on there that I'm like, oh, that's exciting, but I want to smell it first. And then the next day where I'm like, you know what, I've decided I will buy that, then it's gone off the website. And I'm like, yeah. That's super annoying. Again, first world problems, I get it, but it just would be nice to have. This is not a serious video. Please don't think that I'm actually genuinely complaining like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing in the world. Like, I know I'm being dramatic. And the third thing, this is an all of Australia thing. This is not strictly South Australia. We can't get, the most random thing ever, but we can't get Le Monde Gourmand here, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that is a brand, I believe it's sold at Ulta and Urban Outfitters, I could be wrong. But I know that it's available on, I think on ASOS for Europe, but not anywhere else. That's something that I've seen multiple content creators talk about, like perfume reviewers and even not. Like I saw Jade Amber was the first person I think I saw talk about that brand, and it was in her, she did like an affordable perfume collection a couple of years ago. It was a long time ago. And I remember her talking about those things and me seeing them and being like, that looks really good, that looks juicy, it looks like fruity, juicy, affordable, delicious, like cute, simple packaging. And I was like, that's awesome, I want to get it. And then I go on the website and they don't ship to Australia, and you can't get it in Australia through any means. And it really made me sad. And then since then I've heard other content creators talk about it, especially Ksenia. She's one of my favorite fragrance reviewers of all time, and I absolutely love her videos. And she's talked about different scents on there as well, like from that brand as well, and spoken pretty highly of them. I know that they don't last long, but I don't really care about longevity. If they come, especially because with this brand specifically, they come in smaller bottles, I believe. It's like a 1 fluid ounce, which is like 30 mil or 50. I'm not 100% sure, but it's on the smaller side, so you can like put it in your purse and take it with you. And I love to like freshen up my spray throughout the day, so I did not mean for that to rhyme. So yeah, but I'm actually going to talk about the specific scents that I really want to get from that brand because I want them so bad. And maybe one day the brand will care and will make it available in Australia. You know, a girl can dream. So I really want the hair and body mist of the scents Papaye Tropique, because Jade Amber talked about that one and she said that it smelled really, really good, and I love, it sounds like something I would love. I love tropical stuff. I love tropical stuff. I love sweet, juicy, kind of tropical scents. I really love like that, just the essence in general of palm trees and summer and the sun and juicy fruit, and it just makes me so happy. So I've always just really been like obsessed with everything tropical, and especially palm trees. I don't know what it is about palm trees, but I'm obsessed with them, and if I could own 700 palm trees, I would. I just don't have a yard, so that's kind of a bummer. But you know, one day I'll get myself a house with a yard and some palm trees and maybe some citrus trees. I want to grow so many fruits in my own yard. This is an unnecessary tangent. The other hair and body mist that I really want to get is Cell Ocean. I'm pronouncing these wrong, and I know that, but I'm trying my best, okay? I actually don't have the notes for either of those two fragrances because they're not on Fragrantica, and you know what? I can probably go on the website. Let me go on the website. I'll find the notes for you. Don't even stress. It's gonna be fine. I'm in a really good mood today. I'm gonna go for a walk after this. It is miserable outside. There are so many clouds. So Papaye Tropique hair and body mist. It's $28. And it has notes of pineapple, mandarin, papaya, violet, and sandalwood. And that sounds like a dream to me. I would love that. Not the burps. First of all, I love pineapple, mandarin, and papaya. Yum. And second of all, violet is one of my favorite florals, and sandalwood is a favorite base note of mine. So it sounds like a dream. I would love that. I was gonna be like, I'm so excited about it. I can't get it. That's the whole point of this video. Cell Ocean is an aquatic fragrance, and it has notes of honeysuckle, nougat, and it says that it is aromatic, gourmand, fresh, and aquatic, and that sounds delicious. And the marketing picture is so, it's in water. It's in water. It looks amazing. I love aquatic, watery fragrances as well. Something about it is just Yeah, that's the only way I know how to describe it. So that's those ones. Now I can head back on to Fragrantica. The actual perfumes that I would love to get my hands on are Miel Bebe, which was recommended by Jade Amber on her channel. And for that one, the main accords are sweet, honey, citrus, woody, powdery, floral, and lactonic. The notes are mandarin orange, honey, praline, and sandalwood. It sounds delicious. It sounds sweet, juicy, yummy, yummy, yummy. And that's all I have to say about that. The next one that I would really love to get my hands on. Okay, this one I really can't pronounce. It is Fraise Fruit? Question mark? Don't know. The main accords of this one are sweet, fruity, and vanilla. The notes are strawberry, banana, California orange, butter, coconut water, heliotrope, sugar, and vanilla. Sounds yum. Sounds delicious. Moving on, Fleur de Blonde. I don't know if I said that right, but that's what it says. Fleur de Blonde. And that one has main accords of musky, floral, powdery, violet. It has notes of ambrette, violet, and cashmere musk, which it sounds like a soft, pillowy deliciousness. Reminds me of Glossier You. I have the If You Musk from Bath & Body Works, which is a Glossier You dupe. And I love that. So I think I would love this. So there's that. And then the last one that I really would love to get my hands on is 000. If you don't know, that's the Australian emergency number. This fragrance has main accords of floral, citrus, woody, fresh, spicy, powdery, aromatic, aquatic, woody. I'm losing it. Woody is irrelevant. After aquatic, we have warm, spicy, and then fresh. And then the top notes are bergamot and freesia, middle notes of water lily, and base notes of sandalwood. Sounds delicious. Perfume reminds me of Calvin Klein Into You, which I love. I love a good fresh scent. It's delicious. I love fresh citrus woody scents. That is one of them. Sounds amazing. I want it. I can't get it. Bummer. Anyways, and then there's two body oils that I really want to get, which are Creme Vanille and Light de Coco. Don't know how to pronounce either of them. One of them is, I think it's like a peach vanilla. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then the other one is like a coconut. And they both look like they smell amazing. I've heard good things. Again, Jade Amber put one of them in her favorites video maybe a year ago or something. I watch a lot of Jade Amber, I watch a lot of Ksenia, and I think that I just want to try their recommendations, and a lot of the time I can't because I live in the wrong place. Those are the things at the moment that are the downsides of living in South Australia when it comes to wanting to taste, smell, review fragrances and get your hands on like affordable, delicious stuff. Those are the things that I really want that I can't get here, and I mean, I assume no one can get here unless you like have someone that lives in America that sends you shit all the time. I need to stop swearing. That's really rude of me. Sorry. Yeah, so that concludes this video. I hope that you enjoyed hearing me complain about not being able to get things from overseas. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any thoughts, comments, concerns, if you want to tell me to get a reality check and focus on what's important, there is a comment section down below where you are more than welcome to leave those comments. And I hope that you liked this video. Please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel. That would make me so happy. That would really help me out. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!